Your beauty is not the most important quality that you have as a woman when it comes to attracting a high value masculine man. The most important thing is your energy, is your femininity, is your ability to tap into that side of you, that divine side of you that makes a man just melt, that makes a man choose you and want to pursue you as a partner for the rest of his life. If you feel like you're attracting the wrong kind of man every single time, the kind of man that you don't really look up to, the kind of man that you're not excited about, the kind of man that doesn't know how to make decisions, that's because you're the one that's making decisions. You are in your masculine energy and you are attracting a more feminine sort of man, which doesn't feel good, especially if you want to be a feminine woman, but you don't know how. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can embrace your feminine side so that you can attract more masculine men. And it's not as hard as you might think. It's not easy, but it is simple. My name is Aaron. I work for a matchmaking company, so I've spoken to hundreds of men, intimate conversations about what they're looking for in their dating life. And so I have the secrets that these men look for, and one of the biggest things they look for is a feminine woman. You might not know how to embrace your feminine side, but in this video, I'm going to teach you a couple of ways that you can do that. By the way, if you are looking for more help on a more intimate level, I also do some coaching. Link is in my bio. Anyways, let's talk about the problem of being in your masculine as a woman too much. When you are in your masculine, first of all, your nervous system is not regulated. It's not in a comfortable state. You have evolved to be a feminine woman. But nowadays in society, they have taught us that everybody's the same. We should all have all of these sides of us. And there's no masculinity. Masculinity is toxic and femininity is this. And they're confusing us on purpose. But from the relationships that I have helped develop, from my own relationships in the past, and from the women and the men that I speak to on a day-to-day basis, they all say the same thing. They want traditional masculine and feminine roles, not in a suppressive sort of way, but in a authentic traditional sort of way, where the man is pursuing, the man is leading not only himself, but his family and you, and the woman is guiding the family in the path that is the most conducive to growth. The woman allows the man to do the leadership. The woman allows the man to feel like a true leader and ultimately build that polarizing relationship that leads to attraction, that leads to the tension, that leads to consistent sex with your partner, which is also important in a relationship. So, how does one embrace their feminine side? Let's talk about a few things before we get into that. So, femininity is not wearing a pink dress. It's not um sitting a certain way or even speaking a certain way. Femininity is a nervous system response to feeling good and calm and collected. When you tap into the nervous system and you learn how to control the different states of your nervous system, you control your whole reality. And in extension, you control the reality of somebody else. For me, I've spent years focused on how to bring my nervous system to a state of arousal, but also in a state of calm and relaxation. I was a coach, a health coach for many years, so I had to learn how to tap into the fight or flight when I would go to the gym and hit a PR in the gym. But I would also have to learn how to relax my body so that my food can digest more easily and I can feel more calm, bring my heart rate down, my blood pressure down, so I can recover and build muscle and ultimately feel and look better. In the same way, as a woman, nowadays it's difficult because you're always having to work. You're probably stressing about finding this kind of man. You're probably in a state where you haven't really been able to feel your feminine self. You might not even know what that feels like. You might not even have experienced that for many years, maybe since you were a little girl. But I want to give you the control back. I want to say that it is in your control, it is in your power. You just have to learn how to do it. So understand that there's two sides of the nervous system. There's the parasympathetic nervous system, and then there's the sympathetic nervous system. Think sympathetic is fight or flight, arousal. When you're in a big heated argument with your partner, your blood pressure increases, you're stressed, your heartbeat increases, your cortisol goes up, It prevents you from going to sleep. You want to pick up your phone when you're upset at your partner. You want to message him and call him, and that's fight or flight. And the longer you spend in that, the less likely you are to be in your feminine. Now think about the opposite, the parasympathetic nervous system. Think parachute, calm, relaxation, relaxed, grounded. As a man, when I tapped into my parasympathetic nervous system, I allowed my body to feel its true masculine presence and I became more masculine. And what happened in the process? I attracted more feminine women. As a woman, when you tap into your parasympathetic nervous system, you start to attract the masculine men that crave a woman who is also grounded, who's divine, who's soft, who's warm. And you have all those qualities inside of you. You just have to learn how to tap into it. All right? So forget about the idea that feminine is just an appearance. When you tap into that side, the appearance will come. You will look more feminine. Your energy will be more feminine, and ultimately you will start to be a magnet for those kind of men that you want in your life. And then you have the pick. You get to choose. In my coaching community, we talk about standards. Not only do we teach you how to become more feminine and embrace that side of you, but we teach you how to build standards so that when you have all these men that are approaching you, you know the ones that are actually worthy of your time, and you get to choose the one that's going to be the best fit for you, the best, most healthy, masculine, high value man that you can possibly have. Okay? By the way, I'm looking at my notes here so I don't get completely mixed up. The armor that you have in modern day society is your hyper independence, which they've taught you that you need as a woman. It's not good. When you feel hyper independent, when you feel like you're in your masculine state, like you always want to be the one that's controlling everything, controlling the timeline, controlling the dates, controlling everything that has to do with a relationship, that's when you take on the masculine characteristics and you take away the ability for your man to lead. And when you take that ability away, that masculine man feels like, why am I even here at this point? What do I need to be here for? I need to find a woman that is open and willing to be led by me. And I'm not saying be subservient to that man. I'm saying be okay with the idea that a man is going to help you take you to the promised land so you can shut off your brain and relax for a bit and take a bath and go to the gym and do Pilates and do those sorts of things that you know you want to do. You just haven't been able to admit it to yourself yet. So, what does feminine energy look and feel like? It's warmth, it's softness, it's receptivity, it's being open, it's smiling, it's being calm, it's being relaxed, it's deep breaths, it's breathing into your belly, because that's how you can control your nervous system by relaxing your belly and your breathing, but also having control over your thought patterns. Your thoughts control your reality. Your thoughts control the actions that you take, the behaviors that you take, the character that you then possess, and then the destiny of your life. And the only thing you have control over really in this world are your thoughts. You might think, how? I can't control my thoughts, but you can hack and rewire your thoughts to be more positive and conducive to your goals. And I talk about that in my community as well. A masculine presence is more, we're going to do this. This is the deadline. We have to finish it by this day. A woman is more flowy. A woman is more, I feel like this, but I also feel like this. Whereas a man is more, we're going to do this. So if you can tap into the flowy nature and slow down, not rush everything, be more mindful of your actions, brush your hair slowly, brush your teeth slowly, smile slowly, hug and walk slowly, you will feel more like your feminine self. And then eventually you will start to want to act and dress more feminine. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to wear pink and think that's going to make you more feminine. It's more of an energy, it's more of a state of mind. It's less competing. One thing I notice with a lot of women that I speak to is they're in competition with their men. And when I speak to these men who are looking to spend a lot of money for us to help match them with a woman, most of them say feminine woman. And when they say that, they mean, I don't want to compete. I'm at work and I'm competing with other men all day long. I don't want to come home and have to compete with you too. I want you to be my peace. I want you to be my relaxation. He's going to be a rock, but you also want to be the calm waves, sometimes crashing into him, and he should be able to handle that. But don't be another rock, because two rocks are not going to go well together. You need that polarization. You need the masculine, the feminine. You need the decisiveness and the indecisiveness at times. So, how does a man experience a feminine woman? Thinking back on my experiences with feminine women, when I see a feminine woman, I want to do everything for her. I want to take her on a trip. I want to make her feel calm. I want to make her feel safe and secure. I want to pursue her. I want her to know that I want her. I want to feel her presence. I want to hug her. I want to kiss her. This urge for a masculine man is very strong, but we only feel that when the woman is feminine. When the woman is in her masculine, we don't feel that urge. So when you tap into that feminine side of yours, you will notice how much more a man does the pursuing. And the difference between the pursuit and the chase is different. You do not want a man to chase you because that shows that he's desperate. He's clinging on to you or the idea of you. He's putting you on a pedestal, and nobody should be on a pedestal. You shouldn't put him on a pedestal, and he shouldn't put you on a pedestal. It's more like I want her because she's a complete person, and I am a complete person. And I think me and her coming together are going to create a partnership that's bigger than both of us individually. And it's the same thing for you as a woman. You want to be full and complete first. You do not want to be a half. You know that chain, the necklace with like one heart and then another heart and they come together? That's bullshit. That's codependency. That's needing somebody else to complete yourself. You're already a complete person, but two people coming into union, eventually maybe husband and wife, that's how the real growth happens because you become one at that point. Another thing that happens when a masculine man meets a feminine woman is that just her mere presence, just her existing as a feminine woman, is the greatest inspiration that a man could ever have for growth. He, and I can speak for myself, when I am with a feminine woman, her mere presence makes me want to be the best version of myself because I need to prove to myself first, but ultimately I want to be there for her to have the best life that she can possibly have. Now, a masculine man is and should lead with his purpose first. His purpose, his mission, what he's alive on this earth to do. That could be so many different things. If he's an athlete, it could be to be the best athlete. If he's a firefighter, it could be to protect the most people from a fire. If he's a priest, he should be his purpose to connect the most people to God. And when he does that, a woman feels that leadership and she loves it too. So it's the most inspirational thing. When a feminine woman is there, you don't even have to say anything. Just you being is enough for him to be like, I need to make this work. I want to be the best for us, for our family, and I want to make sure that you're good. That's how it feels. And it's a really unique feeling. And in my past relationships, I've had my girlfriends or women that I've dated inspire me, sure. But as of late, being with a more feminine woman and understanding my masculine side too, it changes the game. It truly changes the game. So I implore you to practice this ability. I implore you to make a commitment to become someone that has embraced both her masculine and feminine sides because you need that masculine too. That's what gets you the promotions at work. That's what gets you the job in the first place. That's what gives you the ability to study and want to do better. The feminine side of you is the side that now you let go because that's how you actually attract this person is you let go of the need for it to happen. You're good with or without. And once you have a clear idea of what you want and you surrender to the world and the universe and the energies that be, that's when the man starts coming. So, I hope that was valuable. I hope this gave you some clarity on how you can embrace that feminine side of you that maybe you've been missing. And I hope that you take this journey seriously, because I promise when you do, when you finally tap into that divine feminine that was always there, everything in life will feel like it's meant to be. Everything will start just happening so naturally and freely, and you do not have to sit and make deadlines like, I am going to find this person by 2020, whatever. No more New Year's resolutions. The only resolution should be into your own growth, into your own investments, into your own life, and into becoming the most highest version of yourself, unlocking your full potential, and being around people that want the best for you. So again, if you're looking to be around a community of like-minded, ambitious women who want to unlock their full potential, who are learning how to embrace their feminine side so that they can ultimately attract the partner and the life that they want to live, link is in my bio. Check it out. And I hope you have a great day. Peace.